Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So, no downloads yet, but I do have the decks picked out, and I picked them up from yesterday. I kind of felt drawn to make a reading. I saw the animal guides, and then they said to take the archetype cards, and then they started showing them. Oh, I guess I did have it was a yesterday download, and it's coming back. There's a little bit of like saucy animal attitudes, and this could be like a physical pet, but what I was getting was more of a spirit guide. Yeah. And so that still could be a physical pet here, because I do find that a lot of our animals actually are little guides and part of our soul journey, but this could be energetic as well. So anyways, that's all I got. That's the insight. Let's shake it up and see what message wants to come out. Yeah, I was getting lots of saucy animal attitude energy. Because, what was it? It showed nature. It showed the duality of nature. And then it showed someone just always focusing on the positive, or always being like fake positivity attitude. But then they showed this animal archetype or whatever this energy was. And it was like, no, like I'm mad or I'm something, you know, I'm saucy. That's the word. And so, yeah, let's shake up the cards and see whatever this spirit animal guide. It is animal for sure, not a human. And so like nature, they don't think like us, right? They don't really tap into those emotional things and base things off emotions. They are pass down things from generations to generations, and they tend to tap into more of an intuitive instinct rather than emotional. This landed like that, don't touch. Okay, woo. Okay, so we have the King of Earth, which would be the King of Pentacles. And so it is, what does that say? Irish cob horse. I don't know what an Irish cob is. Sounds like corn. But it landed sideways. And it landed like, almost like upwards. Like this one's trying to go straight up. So I'm getting that this is spirit animals. I'm not getting it's a physical animal. It is a guide. It's more of the above talking. So King of Earth stands for compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and grounded energy. And he's wearing a little crown. And that's kind of what I get from this energy. It's like, I know I'm the best. I know I'm the something. It's like a little bit of a cocky energy, which is funny because I was like cocky, but kind of cob. I don't know why I felt like those looked the same. But it says, everything's going to turn out great. It says projects will be stunningly successful, exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. So I get this spirit guide, and you kind of embody these animals too. I'm seeing someone like when this comes in, like right, this horse is a king. It's got its like crown and it's like golden glory. And so like when it brings its energy to you, I get you kind of embody it, right? Because it's taking its energy and merged in your bubble. It's like, hey, I have like a story I want to tell. And for most people, right, if you have those proper boundaries, like you know who you are and you know that that's a guide. But a lot of times like empaths and people who are just like energetic sponges get all these things mixed up within themselves. And so they just think it's them. So I feel like this person in different energies kind of is like, you know, we got the sweet side and we got the bitch side and we got the this side and we got the that side. And so that's what I'm getting in this one is like, I'm really strong and I'm really confident and I'm really cocky because like I'm in king energy. And so as this kept saying, it was all about careers and money and investing and all those. So I get that you're really connected to your guides, and your guides in the stream of consciousness is flowing. And so they've been kind of like guiding you and gifting you to the right place at the right time. And they kind of are like, hey, hold back on spending your money, even though at that moment you're like, well, I've got all the abundance in the world. Like right? I'm an abundant manifester, so why can't I spend my money now? But for some reason, Spirit's like, hey, hold on, right? Things will play out later. And because you listen to that golden advice, when things finally start to unfold, it works out perfectly. And I think that's why, and that's where like the cockiness comes from. It's like, see, I told you so. It's like the energy that's coming through. And I just keep seeing them like it's their foot. The foot keeps coming and they just keep the energy. It's like standing over there, but it just keeps like standing and stamping its foot. It's like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. And so that's what I get is like this person, you, whoever the story's for, is on their energetic journey. And it seems like there's this untold story or journey. You have plans, you have something, right? You have a goal. That's what it is. A job, a project, a relationship, a something, it's something that your heart's desire. And normally in society, we're a type of people that's like, well, I want it, I got it, right? The Ariana Grande song. But I'm seeing people be like, I just get up and I go to the store and I buy it. But in this one, like, it was like, no, don't go to the store. Don't buy it. The thing that you think you want at this moment is not it. Let things transform and evolve and all those things. So you held on to it, right? And you invested wisely. And so when it comes out and about, time for it to unfold, it works out better than you even planned. It's like that plus more. So let's, you know what? I don't think it's going to actually tell anything, but do you know what I want to know? I want to know what's a cob horse. Like, why are you calling it cob? Water, air, earth. The Irish cob horse symbolizes a person who is compassionate. No, you're just talking about the King of Pentacles energy. You're not actually talking about it. Okay. Irish cob horses are known for their beauty, sweetness, and strength. Hey, that's what I said. Like, whenever this like spirit guide would come in, it's like, today I'm like, I'm this, and then the next day I'm that. And it's like, you're both of them, but it's also other people's energy, and it's your spirit guide's energy. So I think for someone, there is a message for you to learn who you are. So when these new energies kind of come into your energy field, you can discern if it's like, especially if it's like people who don't feel good, you can let that go. But if it is a guide, there is this like other energy that you can like access, like tap into, and kind of like help use their source of fuel to like empower you to something bigger and better. And so I'm seeing an empath just be bombarded by everything and being like, I have to take this negativity, I have to transmute it, I think this is me. Or some people don't even know that they're being bombarded and they only think everything is them. And they're feeling very unstable in themselves. But they're saying like, you can release what you want and you can tap into what you want. But the main thing is you need to know who you are first. Okay, back to this. So they're known for their beauty, sweetness, and strength. As one of the smallest of the draft horse breeds, they represent the ability to accomplish your mission no matter what. This Irish cob is a palomino, a horse with light golden coat, because the person represented by this card has a heart of gold and attracts riches and abundance. Likewise, you are currently in the time of great prosperity. Use your blessings that your angels and your animal guides are sending your way to do great things for the planet and people who are less fortunate. We won't need that book again. I just heard like small things come in like little packages or whatever that saying is. But they're now showing me a TV and they're showing like, and that small package, I was like just assuming it was a ring or something like that. But when they undid it, it was just a pebble. Whoo! It was a plain pebble. And I kind of got like penguin energy come through on that. I heard pinguino, which kind of inside joke, but when I looked down at the penguin, I saw penguin, heard pinguino, and I saw the rock, because that's what they do, right? They bring the perfect rock. I saw the black and white energy of this, so I find that a coincidence. But here we have the panda. The Ace of Air. It's all about implementation of your brilliant new idea. Make it off to a rocky start, but keep going. The challenges will help you redefine your plan and reshape your goals into something even better. Well, that's what your guides have been doing this whole time. I really feel like you wanted to go off and you wanted to do something and you wanted something to unfold one way. And it's like that was your goal or your wish or your dream, but Spirit's like, lay off the reins, right? Back it up. Hold your horses. That little mighty power is like, no, it's not go time yet. Reel it in. So we bring it back in, save whatever it is. You didn't go out and buy that new expensive TV because you knew little things come in small packages. And it's like, well, that's not the perfect. What I'm looking for is this, like this could be an example. It's just a tiny pebble. But you think you need this grand, like, quartz, you know, like we need this huge ring, this huge rock. But it's like, no, it's something subtle. And I feel like this one will just show up at the right time, at the perfect moment, and be presented to you. And as that one said, your goal, reshaping your goals into something even better. They keep showing this reshaping as that energy of that empath. Like, what are you taking in? And I get that someone just keeps thinking that they take things in and transmute it and let it go, take the good and the bad. But they really want someone to know that you can work with your guides, right? You don't just experience your guides and like that. It's like co-creation, right? Using your energy and their energy, right? And listening and making this plan and following the signs, the clues, and the synchronicities to let this unfold at the pace it's meant to, into something greater and grander. So the next one to come out is Three of Cups, and the Hummingbird. You have an exciting reason to celebrate, such as an engagement, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. Remember to cherish those you love. And that's so funny when I saw like engagement to be out of all those things, right? Graduation, birth, wedding. It was like, no, engagement. And I was like, no, you need that huge rock, right? And that's kind of what the perfect pebble represents to the penguins, right? They search forever for it, and then they don't just pick anyone. So that waiting and that timing. And so now I see, because you reeled it in a bit, that it reshaped and it changed, but now it's like something even more grander, on a more upscale, I'm hearing. It's like you made that plan or that wish or that goal at this consciousness, but you leveled up your consciousness, and Spirit already had like plans of that advancement that you couldn't even understand yet. They're just really happy that you learned that, where do I start and where do they begin? What's me and how can I choose? They want you to be so stable and sturdy in yourself that you don't lose yourself, that you're not picking up other people's crummy attitudes and letting it affect your life, right? Keep clearing, that's great. But there is this good energy we could tap into too. And the hardest is when we get this advice that, you know, we're already full steam going into whatever this is, right? I want to buy that new TV, right? I got paid. I have no plans for it, right? No plans in the future of like all these expenses that I'm going to owe for. So like, let's live now, right? Sometimes you need to splurge a little. But by listening to that little thing, I could tell that it was just something you did not want to do. You had to pull back, and it was the best choice in the end. So to come over here, it's bringing you huge reasons to celebrate. Whereas the other one I feel like if you had gotten what you wanted in the first one, you would have wasted your money. You wouldn't have found the perfect rock. You wouldn't have whatever. And I feel like it would have been like, you know, when you get something that you save up for and it's like a thing and you get it and it's exciting for a couple days and then what's the next rush? Like, it's kind of that. It's like, yeah. But whatever this is, by stepping into the like King of Pentacles energy, this celebration is like, what King of Pentacles is all about, like legacy and like paying it forward. as one of them talked about, the book about helping those less fortunate, right? You're going to be fulfilled in so many different ways than if you had gotten what you wanted the first time. So 2 of fire. I'm hearing Garth Brooks standing outside the fire as I did that. Okay. It says your vision. Okay. Country songs don't really come as quick to my head. Okay, I'm seeing someone stand outside the fire, looking within, being like, that's what I wanted. I wanted all this. And so as the pelican, it said, your vision. It's like I'm looking, so the vision really sparked that. Looking through the fire. Fire transforms everything, but I'm seeing it be on the other side. And I see that whoever this person was, I feel like they saw everything taken away from them. They saw everything go up in flames and smoke. And that was very hard, because they still trusted the process. My guides are telling me that everything's going to be taken from me and everything's going to go up in flames. And normally my reaction would be to hold on, right? To try and stop it, to put out the fire. But the guide said, let it go, let it burn. And it's something better will come. And I feel like in that moment, that was huge. Because how do you wanted that was your goal, it was going that way, and to watch your dreams go up in smoke and still not knowing if spirit was really going to replenish it, but believing and hoping and staying positive, it really built that connection with your guides. And so because you didn't do something just because you would benefit from it, you did it because it was just right, Spirit's rewarding you. So let's read this card again. It says, your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be your best interest to get a partner to assist you in your endeavors or expand the number of people helping you. I don't know, there's a lot of things about rocks and engagement and something in these cards. But that engagement could be like you being engaged with life again. There's a little bit of like love coming through on this. That story is like bleeding through, but it's not like in the cards here. So I feel like that might just be specific people, but most of them, it's like you engaging in your life and your dream, your business, your creativity, your projects, your home, your everything. So this one flew out, storyteller. In the upright, it says the ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. That's how your guides talk to you. And that's how it's so funny because I feel like when this fire happened, when you're standing outside the fire, others wanted you in it. They're like, ha ha ha, everything fell apart for them. And they kind of got a little bit of joy and just like, because I just see someone be so successful all the time. And so now their friends are like, when any like little mishap happens, it's like, see, this person thinks that they're on their high horse and that their spirit leads them everywhere. But look at that, they found themselves in trouble. But you're on the other side of trouble and you were just watching it all. And they're like, ha ha ha, they lost everything. And now I see them being like, what? Like, how did that work out so good for them? It's just like, I don't know. I see a little bit of that. But I was like, how does this go into the storyteller again? It was the signs and symbols and synchronicities. You were able to let that go and move on with a light heart because you knew that Spirit said, this is just the tempering phase. And mind your temper. Mind your tongue, they say. Mind your tongue or you'll bite it later. Spirit's going to make you bite your tongue. And so destroyer energy came out. And look at that fire. I see explosion or anger or something. And it says, release what is potentially destructive. It's time to start preparing for a new life. So I think people are like happy about your sad moments. And instead of like letting your sad moments burn everything down, you like embrace the fire. I see the fire didn't touch you though. And so now people are just like, And I don't know why. Like, those aren't your people. Because they were happy that that little thing didn't work for you, but now something bigger is coming. So I think there's a need for boundaries about those people. And if you don't know who it is, or maybe you do know who it is, but you know what? With these people, I feel like they're on the other side. They're on the other side of the fire, of the other side of the two of fire. And it said it's time for you to start maybe investing in a partner, in partnerships. So I see someone kind of like coming in and like landing. Those people aren't your partners. Those aren't your people. There's better people coming in. And as it said, it's like we've taken in, it's almost showing like, you know how you get a raise every year, but everything else, that's what they said. It's like we took in account of what am I trying to, inflation, how everything inflates and how you got your job raise. But when both of those kind of go at the same pace, it seems like nothing really changes. You don't really notice, right? But we took that into consideration. We took your pay raise, we took inflation, and then we added a little something else. So you finally could elevate past that shelf. I'm hearing you've been stuck on that shelf for a while. So this destroyer is coming in, and you just let the fire do what fire does. And I have mad respect for fire. I've learned my lesson as to what fire can do. And if you're in an environment that you're not meant to be in, Spirit's going to remove you from it. And let fire cleanse what fire does best. And so it's best just to listen to your guides and go with the flow and keep that light heart. So how many more do I need? Ooh, that was a lot. None of those. 2 more, and then we'll just wrap it up. Because now I'm getting like, I see a wall of guides. The main one I see is a wolf. The wolf stands out in all the other animals. I see an elephant. There's the giraffe again. I see lots of those kind of animals. Lots of birds. Yeah, but mainly the wolf is coming out now. It's funny because there's so many of them. I don't know why that one, I don't know. Maybe that's the one that wants to speak, but there's lots. There's like 20 of them. There's a wall. And the elephant stands out just because it's really big. Oh, nice. 2 of them came. So the one that we got here. So I really feel like with this, you had dreams, you did it all, and to others, they saw your life as crumbling, as falling around you, as going through the flames, and in it, thinking that your story or your cycle or whatever that was ended. They're like, oh, they're not coming back from this one, right? Like maybe it's like you put so much time and effort into it. And I get it. Okay, I'm getting chills. I'm getting it mostly in the future tense and a tinge in the past. The past is like, you put so much of your time and energy into thinking and planning for the future. And I feel like that there was just such a brief, short something in the past. I don't know what this is. Because mostly in the future, I feel my heart. The future one activates my heart. And it's like numb all in the past. But there's like this one brief, they're showing it as like coupling, inklings. I keep hearing the word inkling, but it's like sections or I don't know. Maybe that makes sense to you because right now it's not making sense to me. So we'll let that go. Anyways, and so they're like that story, that cycle's over. Maybe it's something like, you know, if you're at work and it comes up to like building connections and clientele and like, right, the more energy you put into it, the more like buzz you get, the more and more. And then I see someone being like, I gotta remove myself from this. And everyone being like, what a fool. They'll never get back to where they were because it took them 10 years to get there. And then all of a sudden, that 10 years ending. And then all of a sudden you start something new, and all of a sudden bypassing that within like a year or something like that. And others being like, they're just so lucky all the time. Like, how are they always at the right place at the right time? And so the reason why we just got that point, I didn't even tell you. We had the beggar card in reverse with the saboteur. And so I feel like there was this point where you put so much energy into this one thing, and this King of Pentacles horse, this Irish cob horse, was like, hey, this is peanuts. This is a little dream, right? I saw the little horse, how they said they were tinier. This is a little dream. And I kept talking about how golden they were. I feel the heart expanding when I did that. In the future tense, it lit up my heart. And there's meant to be more light into this, right? We need to dream bigger. And so that's what they're saying, like, pull the plug, unplug it, pull the lifeline to this, let it go. And so that's you not being a beggar. In the reverse, it says dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. And that's telling you, take your effort out of this. You're not a beggar. You're not stuck in this one cycle. This cycle was going to keep you trapped in daily repetitive routines and patterns that wasn't meant for your soul. It's not meant mentally for you to do those things because you're learning other things, they say. And so with the saboteur, everyone is looking at you as a sabotage person, but it's like Spirit gave you the green light to be that. So what's the saboteur in the upright? It's highlighting your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So I see you looking at something. Spirit gave you all this insight, told you what to do. You saw the fire and you made that choice, even though it was scary. Because as this said, highlights your fear of self-empowerment. You could see that this cycle was not going to self-empower you. And so it's more important to have a light heart and a clear mind than to be trapped into toxic cycles and patterns, no matter how much it pays and those kind of things. Because Spirit is like, hey, we've got this whole stable plan for you. You're meant for so much more. And you're not meant to be around people who just kind of like explode all the time emotionally, aren't happy for your successes. Because I feel like that's just like very few people, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting someone is so lucky all the time because their Spirit's given them 24/7 advice. And people, I don't know, there's just a little bit of jealousy and they're just hoping you trip a little bit. Because it just seems like I'm hearing, all I do is win, 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 no matter. And it's true, because even when you lose, somehow you win. So we can thank the animal guides for that. And so that's what I got. Okay, so as those animals came, there's that wolf. It could be a husky. Again, like husky wolf vibe, something. But it's intense and it's just there. And it's just like icy on the edge. It's like bright fire. But this one I get is like, deals with the cold. And I guess that's that. Oh, deals with the cold, the beggar energy. And this one was like, what's the beggar in the upright? Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. It awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. But Spirit didn't want you to learn that because I feel like you've already learned that. And so they didn't want to see you be in this beggar energy, because once you find this stability in things, the very last line of that said that now you'll be humble enough to go out and help those in need. So who cares what those other people think? Because they just seem like they'll talk about anything. But I saw a little bit in this. You sabotaging something. Let's say there's, that penguin rock, and a lot of these talked about engagement and a partner was coming in. Maybe you had to leave your toxic relationship in order for the next thing to come in. Or, yeah. And then if it's career, things like that, it's if you had to let go of the one job that you had been at for 20 years and it was so stable, right? Yeah, your pension and all these things, but all of a sudden you're like, my soul, my guides, my everything. And I always knew it as a little kid too. That's what I'm getting. Whoever this person is like the thing that's like awakening now is like what you wanted as a kid. And it's like then the teenager, a young adult came in, started making plans, and these plans weren't the same as that one because this one's just fun. And so there's a little bit more fun to come back into this. So again, Spirit's like we've taken into consideration your knowledge increase, your energy increase, your spiritual increase and advancements, but we're still going to add that inner child. So we're going to tip the scales into your favor and give you what it is that you really wanted in the past, but didn't know what it really was, because that gift, I see it almost like you wanted like the gift or the box or the wrapping. It was more of the idea of like receiving the gift and opening the gift, right? Like, this is my dream, and now Christmas, right? 10 more days till Christmas, 9 more days till Christmas, vacation, right? 2 more weeks till vacation. Tomorrow we go on vacation, and then you go on vacation. Like, it's like that build up of something great coming your way is what I get. So with that, we'll leave it there. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.